creating massive abundance in your life in 2025 and beyond is exactly what I am totally convinced that will happen for you, for me, for everyone who begin to open up our minds, our way of thinking, of feeling that there's so much abundance around us. And it's about doing the right thing, becoming the right person to not only attract, but also create that life that you want, that you dream of. And yesterday I had this actually beautiful image, and I was just like, I look forward to share this with you. An image around how it actually works. And when I speak about this, how can you create abundance in your life? This image is not woo-woo. It's kind of, this is how our brain and our whole system works. Your brain and your system works. And then there's a little woo-woo too. But that little woo-woo, I will share with you why it's not woo-woo, and how one thing that we all use every day also actually is also woo-woo. So I thought about, and I began journaling again in a very special way. I shared in the videos here, a special way that's what's going on in my inside. The visible and the invisible. The invisible, what's going on inside, creates the visible. So if you want different reality, if you want different results, if you want more abundance, if you want better health, if you want better relationship, all of this that you can watch on the screen of your life, if you see your life like this is a movie, just step a little outside and look at that movie at the screen. Now imagine that you are the one who creates that movie with everything going on inside. And this image that I'm going to share with you, it's very powerful. So I hope that I invite you to open up your mind to see if you can see the same image that I had yesterday. Because I was thinking about how is it that I create my reality. And I was thinking about what happened for me at the time when I was in my $1.5 million personal debt. That's a lot of money for most people. And I was thinking about the time, all of those years where I was working so hard, grinding it out, frustrated, felt like I was going uphill and with the storm racing this way in my face, and had something that was dragging me down also. I was desperate, frustrated, broken, tired, stressed, everything you can imagine. And I was thinking about that situation. I was thinking about some of the things that I did when I started my journey and turned it around. Got out of my debt. Built a company that in less than 4 years, I had 60 people in my team and I had a $1.5 million revenue. And it was a cleaning business of offices. We went into offices and cleaned the offices. So nothing magical about that. And again, maybe a little magic because it happened in less than 4 years. So what was it, and what is it that I'm going to share with you here? See, the example, I am more and more convinced, and this is also what the evidence, the data, science backs it up, that what's going on inside of your mind, your beliefs, your core beliefs will create your thoughts, will create your feelings, and will create your actions. And from that, there's your result. That's your life. That's what's going on the movie screen. And what I realized yesterday is that, coming back to the same thing, that it's all about those things, the beliefs, the seeds in the soil that creates whatever result we got in our life. Seeds in our soils. If we got orange seeds in the soil, we will get oranges as a result. Apple seeds will create apples as a result. Success seeds will create success as a result. Not success seeds will create not success as a result. And This is also some of my first learnings from my first seminars I shared in other videos. So it's not something that I invented, these images or the data or anything. It's just I'm sharing from my story here. And what I realized that was so difficult for me to understand at the beginning was that all this invisible stuff, I didn't understand. I didn't really get that. Okay, this is my life. This is what I see here. There's a struggle. I work a lot, but I don't get the results. I have a good job, but I'm still behind on the money. I invested a lot and I got in debt. I tried to make a relationship work, but it didn't work. That was all the things on my movie screen. That was my reality, my life. It was difficult, and that's how we are. It was difficult for me to understand that it all began in the in the invisible. So, and that's where the image came in. So I was like thinking that all the things that I was programmed with, and I'm saying programmed with because the things that I learned in my early childhood. And it's so important for us to understand that most of the beliefs that we have in our life that runs the program, how we think, feel, and take action, which is how our results will be, most of those beliefs, most of those programs from our early life, they will come from other people. And yesterday, I read in the first book that I'm looking into, I read something about this that gave me this picture because I did the exercises and I invite you to do the same. I look back and say, okay, how was my childhood? How was my mother? How was my father relating to money? What did they say? What did they do? Different experience, my feelings around this. And I had new insights yesterday doing this. So I'm continuing this work again from today on. I'm gonna just continue it. Actually, an idea came to me to start doing this for other people also now. Because the thing is that the image that I got, all of those programs, all of those, what we got inside, that got programmed in an early age from other people. It's not like you came to this earth and you were like newborn and you were like, this is my money beliefs. This is the way that I will become a millionaire or billionaire, something like that, right? We are mostly empty when we come here. So all the data will be filled in when we arrive. A lot of data will be filled in, and that data will come from mostly other people, mostly our mom and dad, but maybe also something that we listen to or from friends or something like that, or maybe our siblings or whatever, but in early age. So my idea, the image I got yesterday, it was something relates to all of this. So imagine, I had some problem with my music, the player, the Sonos yesterday. I couldn't really get it to connect, and that led me to this image. So I was thinking, maybe just I invite you to be with me on this image and this little play here. So imagine that you want something better in your life. You want more money, you want better health, you want better relationship, whatever it is for you. Imagine, or just open yourself up. Maybe you know you want more. So imagine that you are turning on the music and you want to listen. This was my image. You can fill in your own names here, but I wanted to listen to some George Michael. So I turn on the music. I want to listen to George Michael. Out of the music that comes out of the player is, let's say, Elton John instead. And I'm like, whoa, this is not what I want. I want George Michael, not Elton John. I am in the mood for listening to George Michael, not Elton John. Nothing wrong, nothing good, put in your own names. But here comes the image. Think about this. So I'm in my living room and I'm thinking, I have this experience. I wanted to listen to George Michael, but out comes Elton John. And I'm thinking, okay, what I gotta do? I wanna change this. So what I'm doing is that I'm opening the windows and I'll try to I wanna get Elton John out of the windows. So I'm pushing it out, then I'm using some blankets or something to kind of like, whoa, get him out. I can't see him, but get him out. Right? Doesn't work, still play. So I shut the music off. I turn stop or shut it off. And I try to get the rest out with all the energy. And then I think, it's good now. I can't hear. So I'm putting on again. I'm gonna play. Same thing. Elton John plays in the room, but I wanna hear George Michael. So this time, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shut up the music right now, and I'm gonna spray some smells in the room that clears everything out. And I'm even gonna draw a picture or a printout, or maybe I got something with George Michael. I'm gonna put that on the table. So now when I turn on the play button, I will listen to George Michael. So I'm kind of like, okay, now I did a lot of things. In my living room, I did a lot of things. And think about you doing this, maybe even imagining yourself doing this. So I did all these things now. And I'm thinking, okay, now when I turn it on, I will listen to George Michael, right? So I turn on the music. Guess what? It's still Elton John playing. And maybe you got the picture here. Because what is happening and how does this relate to your manifestation, to your abundance, to you creating a very great, abundant life for you? Best life that you can ever imagine. How does this relate? The thing is, there comes in the woo-woo. I mean, can't see George Michael, can't see Elton John, but I hear the music. It's in the room. There's no wire from my ears to the speaker. It's just in the room. That's the woo-woo thing. But this is how it works, right? If you turn on the music, you'll hear it. But whatever I do in the living room will not change. Because here comes the thing. Here comes my image. The rest of it that got from visible to invisible. If I wanted to change the result, if I wanted to change my experience, I can't do it out in my living room. I will have to go into my music app and I will have to find the program or the music that is George Michael. I will have to find that and I will have to put that program on. I will have to change from the Elton John playlist to the George Michael playlist. Makes sense? I'm not changing it out here. I will have to go into the program, into the files, and find the one that I want to listen to, that I want to experience in my reality. So that's the picture that came to me, the image that came to me, and that's exactly from my experience, only from my experience and the people that I helped, clients and people on seminars. If you want to experience a lot of abundance, better health, better relationships, into the invisible, into find not the George Michael, but the better relationship files, or install those into put on the more success files, or install those into not erase. That's going to be a little, it can be, but maybe also a little difficult, but maybe just switch from, okay, that's not what I want to experience in my life. I don't want to listen to Elton John. I'm not taking Elton John out of the app. I'm just finding George Michael instead. So that was my example. And really, this is, like I said before, this is what the inner game for me when I started my journey and shifted everything in my reality. That was going inside, going into the invisible, going into my thoughts, my emotions, my feelings, my beliefs, my core beliefs, and becoming aware of those. And then going and say, okay, this is not what I want. I don't want to listen to Elton John. Go inside, see, okay, I don't want this. I want this instead. And then find like the George Michael thing, find the success files or create the success files. Find these files or create these files, and just opening up and watching that things are changing and doing the things, taking the action that is going to help to create the reality that I wanted, that you want. So, and the last thing about this, that is the woo-woo thing. If we go not listening to music anymore, but in reality, what happened for me at the time was that I experienced when I got totally clear and I felt, okay, this is what I want. And I began working in the inside, and I began to take the actions, to take the steps and do something to get in better business mode, to create my business, to scale, to grow, whatever my business. Then it was no more uphill. It became more and more like this. And the more action I took, the more I learned, the more things, and also the things that didn't work out, but with the new beliefs and the new thoughts, the new feelings, the new actions, I experienced that it was more like going, I'm biking downhill now, and I got the wind in my back instead of in front of me, and it feels good. And I had so many success experiences that I could celebrate on top of this, that even helped me more, which built on those success habits. So I hope this makes sense, and I enjoyed sharing it with you. I look forward to that, and feel free, as always, feel free to put in the comments. Remember, when we do something out here, when we take action, when we send out some success things, energy, that will be something that I do believe they'll get back to us. So feel free to put something very positive about your reaction, your reality, your 2025 and massive abundance, just something that comes to you. Put it in the comments so we can kind of like create like a community with very abundant, stepping into abundant people. So feel free to do that. And please, if you just like this a little bit, give it a like. And also, if you want just every breath of abundance, every breath of a positivity, every breath of gratefulness, just every energy shift, get it in. So if you want more of all of this, feel free, please do subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, because then it's kind of like you hit the bell to the universe and say, I want more of this, and the possibility of me showing up in your phone or wherever you watch those videos, it will be bigger. So you'll get more of all of this. Makes sense? A lot of great energy to you, a lot of success energy to you, abundance, and yeah, a lot of love.